afternoon, good evening, or whatever time you're watching this. You know who I am by now, and it's time for my movie review, because I'm finally getting to it. My movie review of Resident Evil Damnation, the CGI Resident Evil, which came out on DVD and Blu-ray a few months back. Now, before we even talk about Damnation, let's talk about the other two CGI films. So you're getting a little treat today. The first CGI film, computer animated 3D horror film anyway, was Biohazard 40X Cutter. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing the name. Now, unfortunately, the only problem is this was only released in Japan. To my knowledge, I don't think it's ever been released here in the United States. It came out in 2000. It was only 20 minutes, so it's not a long film whatsoever. You know, it's pretty much used as I think like a ride over there or something. Really didn't get a chance to see it. I would love to see it, but I don't think it's ever going to happen here in the U.S. Now, of course, they did do a second Resident Evil one that actually did come to America, Resident Evil Degeneration, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Because, of course, this is unlike the live-action films. The two CGI films are actually set within the same universe as the games. This one actually had the main characters were Leon S. Kennedy and Claire Redford, who appeared together the first time since 1998. So, yeah, that should tell you how long it's been. Its release date was October 18, 2008. Ran for about 96 minutes. I do own that. Of course, it did come out on Blu-ray, which I do have the Blu-ray. It is what it is. Now, of course, the best thing about this, of course, it stayed in the same video game logic. Now, of course, it did come to Blu-ray December 24, 2008. December 27th here in the U.S. Very good movie, and the sequel did come out, and which is what we're going to talk about now. But I will say, if you have not seen the first Resident Evil CGI film, go pick it up. It's a good movie. Plus, the gag was pretty freaking hilarious. Now, to this Resident Evil Damnation. Now, depending on who you ask who have seen it, it takes place either a little bit after Degenerate or before RE6. So there's a good timeline. I want to say it takes about maybe a year or two after the after the Degenerate. So I'd say it's probably only a few months away from the big RE6, give or take. Now, of course, this one takes place in some Eastern European fucking country. Who really cares? Leon S. Kennedy is back to see if the rumors about bioorganic weapons are being used in the country's civil war, which the U.S. and Russia are preparing to intervene in. Unfortunately, after he lands, shit goes to hell in a handbasket, as it usually does. Now, also, we are also in this, besides the president, who I cannot even pronounce her name, but she's the bad guy. Let's just get that out of the way now. She's bad. Pretty much in these games, you can pretty much tell how they're bad. Either they're blonde, or they got an accent. That's pretty much it. Blonde or an accent. Because, if you don't believe me, take a look. Resident Evil 1, main villain, Wesker, blonde. Resident Evil 2. They had, do I really need to say, Mr. X, who knows who the fuck he was originally. He had, of course, the mad doctor who lost his freaking mind and decided to inject himself with the G-virus before he died. You had his wife, blonde. RE3, Russian. Resident Evil 4, churchgoer, a cult who lost its fucking mind. RE5, hey, look, it's Wesker, blonde. Code Veronica X. Well, he had a gay blonde dude, he had his sister who was blonde, Alexia, and of course Wesker made an appearance. So 3 blonde people in one game. Impressive, isn't it? And of course that dumbass Steve, or whatever the fuck his name was, who deserved to die. Now, of course, this movie also has Ada Wong, who's posing as a BSA member, which is wrong. Now, one of my favorite characters in the movie was JD. Unfortunately, he gets killed in the movie, which really sucks. Because he was actually one of my favorite new characters in this. I was like, man, let him live. He loves America. We need more people like him, but unfortunately that didn't happen. He gets killed, which sucked. Now, of course, the other main... I don't want to say... There's also one other main new character who is a good guy. Alex. I'm going to just, that's the easiest way to do it. Now... I wouldn't say he's a villain, I would say he's the anti-hero, just because of the fact that if he wants to do what is right. Oh, he's called Buddy, I think, by JD, but I'm just going to call him X. It's easier for me. Now, excuse me, now, of course, thanks to the virus, or plagus, as it is in this one, pretty much running rampant. Long story short, Leon kills a bunch of stuff. Lickers are actually, believe it or not, are actually good guys to a degree, which is surprising because they're getting controlled by Alex, who's just wanting to make the country a better place. Long story short, though, Leon wins, Ada Wong disappears, Alex gets killed by Leon. And da 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 da. So yada yada yada, and the US and Russia joined forces to take over the eastern whatever fucking country. And also there are a lot of diamonds in this, a lot of them. Oh boy, a lot. Which has actually pretty good fights here. And I don't want to spoil, but it involves tanks, liquors, jets, and Leon being Leon S. Kennedy. Now, I have the Blu-ray version, and the gag reel was very fun. Would recommend getting that, watching the gag reel, because they're always fun. You get to see them acting stupid. But it was a good movie, I enjoyed it. Don't know about my cousin, because I watched it when I was out of town, when I went out of town on my vacation. Very good, though. I definitely enjoyed it. It's a very good movie, very well done. Unlike some of the other video game movies out there. You know who you are, Tekken. You know who you are. You know which ones I'm talking about. Tomb Raider, Max Payne, crap. But this is not. And I think it's because they do what most movies don't. This one sticks into the realm of the game, which is very good. Excluding the new characters introduced, it has Leon, has the zombie, well, Plagueis in this case, has the Lickers, has the Tyrants, has Ada Wong. By the way, there's a nice cat fight. Nice cat fight. So at the end of the day, it was a good movie. I give it a 4 out of 5. It's not a bad movie. I definitely recommend people, you go buy it, you go rent it, you go get it from the PlayStation store, you go get it from the Xbox store. Or go buy it. Ask for it this Christmas. I'm sure Santa Claus will give it to you. Probably along with the T-Virus. Oh! Now, of course, there was also another Resident Evil movie that came out in theaters, but unfortunately I was not able to see it due to Bedford County being a bunch of morons. Taking it off, when it was around freaking Halloween, taking it out to put in that Adam Sandler vampire movie. Ugh. Hotel Transylvania. But I made up for it, as you saw, because I saw Silent Hill a few weeks ago. So, what do I give Resident Evil Damnation? Oh, but before I give the review, you may want to watch the credits, because the credits actually display cinematic scenes from RE6. So there's your clue as to what So you know, after this, RE6 is the next eventable game you should be playing if you're a Resident Evil fan. So that's that. As far as for the movie, I give it a 4 out of 5. The only thing that held it back from me not getting a 5 was just because of the fact I wanted JD to live. He deserved to live, my friend, but he did not, which was sad and disappointing. Yeah, so that's my movie review, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. But let me know, what did you think of the Resident Evil Damnation movie? If you saw it, did you love it? Did you like it, or did you hate it? To me, something I will probably watch again and again from time to time when I have the opportunity. So until then, when I see you for my NFL Week 11 picks, and oh dear God, I got a lot of talk about that, folks. This is the DOUG signing out. Woo!